Hi everyone, it's Lisa here, one of the doctors at the Links and Dots Air Ambulance. Come and join me for a night shift, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. at the airbase. We've been flying nights now for quite some time, and one of the key parts of our equipment is our night vision goggles. These take a little bit of time to set up and certainly a bit of time to get used to, and it's really important to allow us to be able to see properly at night time, so we make sure that these are tried and tested beforehand. 7 p.m. and it's handover from the day crew. We then go to the helicopter to ensure all our equipment is ready and flight secure. We also have another critical care team on the rapid response vehicle covering Nottingham at night, so we wave them goodbye and hope that they have a pleasant shift. We sit down for a brief with our pilots, and it's really important because we're going on a training flight to make sure that we keep up our currency with the night viz. Back on base after the training flight, and I was keen to get a little bit of training in with my colleague, and the topic that we decided on was femoral arterial lines and also subclavian lines. It's really important that we keep up these skill sets, especially when we have a few minutes downtime. But it's not long before we're tasked to a road traffic collision. We decide to go by road as this road traffic collision is actually quite proximity to our airbase. We deliver our critical care interventions and deliver the patient to the major trauma centre. We have a quick debrief with the crews outside and then back to our car to get ready to go back to the airbase again back in Lincoln. Back on base, it is important that we restock any of the equipment that we've used and our medications. These are certain control medications that allow us to be able to perform the critical care interventions. Then it's time for helicopter to go to bed, but not before it gets its weekly deep clean. That includes the mop buckets and everything decanted out of it to give it a good scrub. Finally, around 4:15, I get to the point where I can do my notes from the job from earlier on. And sure, I'll have an old cup of tea while I'm at it as well. Just as I finish up our notes, we get a call for a cardiac arrest. We now respond on our rapid response vehicle to the county of Lincoln as the helicopter is offline. Responding by road at night time certainly has its challenges, and as the doctor's responsibility is mainly to navigate, I find a little bit of extra pressure before I even go to the job. We perform the critical care interventions and deliver the patient with the team to the cardiology unit. One of the critical care interventions that we did was actually the arterial line that we were training with together earlier on that night. Back on base, we're well over 2 hours after our shift ends, so it's about 9:30. Quick handover with the crew, all my notes to be done. Now it's time for my sleep. Hope you've enjoyed it. Good night.